Okay, welcome to 15 Minutes of Positivity. If you're new to this or you're watching this video, my name's Oli Mittermaier, one of the co-founders of CIT Clinics, and I've been involved in the psychedelic medicine space now for, oh gosh, almost a decade here in the Bay Area. And this daily session, 15 Minutes of Positivity, is intended to complement the desired changes that most of us want when we talk about healing anxiety or healing depression. Meaning, yes, ketamine, psilocybin, MDMA, these are wonderful substances. They can really help us find some new insights and shift our neurochemistry in ways that are really unique and helpful. But the truth is, none of that ever replaces the day-to-day basic behavioral changes that we all need to make in order to feel better in the long run. So these daily sessions are intended to do just that, to provide some kind of a framework or some kind of structure for actually activating those parts of our nervous system that constitute the subjective experience of positivity. So, gratitude, mindfulness, forgiveness, kindness, so on and so forth. Anyway, so hope that makes sense, and that you'll join these sessions on a daily basis. So the theme for today, it's Friday, so we're heading into the weekend, and I always try to think on Fridays, what are some themes that can help carry us for a couple of days, and maybe even provide some structure to for us to practice on our own. And so the theme for today, this is a quote by Franklin Roosevelt: "The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much, it is whether we provide enough for those who have too little." And of course, this, is very apparent to us when we think of material possessions. Um, whether it's the basics like food or safety, shelter. Those of us in our society that don't have those, I think for most of us on this call, it's pretty apparent that we look at this and say, yeah, those poorest, most vulnerable members of our society are the ones that really need our support the most. The reason I picked this quote is I think the same thing applies to our psychological or even our spiritual attitude towards others who maybe are lacking abundance when it comes to gratitude, or somehow struggling with a sense of enoughness in their lives, or feeling scared, or just don't have um, some of these basics covered. And the question is, how do we relate to those people that are struggling with a lack of abundance there, and how can we contribute to that? And of course, this, the rubber really meets the road when you run into people that you find obnoxious, or a person that cut you off in traffic, or is being a jerk, doing whatever. I like to think of looking at those situations through this lens of a lack of abundance. They are lacking an abundance of a spirit of generosity, or spirit of calmness, or equanimity, or kindness. And maybe this seems arrogant, but there's a sense of wanting to help, wanting to support, without being a doormat, of course, without letting people use or abuse us. But at the same time, there is this attitude of saying, how can I support this person that seems to be lacking some kind of abundance in their spiritual space? And so one technique that we can use here, there's this concept of sympathetic joy. So this is when we feel a sense of joyfulness because someone else is experiencing something positive. And we can use that activation of noticing what it's like to experience joy for someone else. So we start with people that we love, where it's easy for us to feel this sense of sympathetic joy. And then we use the momentum that we have in our nervous system for feeling that, and we carry that over to people that we don't necessarily know well, or people that are that maybe are struggling in a certain in these domains that I was just mentioning. So we use sympathetic joy, this embodied, sense of um, finding joyfulness or pleasure at someone else's good fortune, and then we use that to help others. So let's go ahead and let's practice. Let's try this. So go ahead and close your eyes. And as always, let's start with just grounding in the present moment, finding your seat, finding your body in space and time, meaning right here, right now. Your body's sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor. Just notice the contact with the ground. Just bringing your attention to the sensation of being right here, right now. Just for the next few minutes, we're going to suspend our time travel, meaning see if we can suspend ruminating on the past or anticipating the future and just be right here, right now with one another. Then I'm inviting you to bring to mind someone that you care about deeply, or someone you love, someone that's easy to love or care about. It can be living, it can be dead, it doesn't matter. It's really just a question of dropping into a felt sense of what it's like to be in this person's presence, and what it's like to wish them well. And then we'll practice feeling what it's like to wish them well. So I want you to imagine either looking at them or just saying to yourself in their presence, may you be safe. May you experience love. May you find meaning and purpose. And may you feel that you belong. Again, you're on this call, you're muted. You can actually say these wishes out loud. See if you can really drop into the felt experience of wishing this person well. You can say this out loud. May you be safe. May you experience love. May you find meaning and purpose. May you feel that you belong. If they knew that you were wishing these things for them, it would feel good. So connecting with a sense of sympathetic joy for what does it feel like to have someone that loves you, wishing you well. Feel into that or imagine that. And holding on to this sensation of what it's like to wish someone well. I want you to imagine someone that you don't know that well. So oftentimes these are the people that work at the grocery store or maybe the local police or people that work at the fire station. I have sort of somewhat cursory relationships with the Amazon or the UPS delivery folks. So I want you to imagine carrying over this love or these good wishes that you have for your loved one to one of these people, someone you don't know that well. And imagine being with them and just thinking to yourself, may you be safe. May you experience love. May you find meaning and purpose. And may you feel that you belong. Remembering as they go about their day, delivering packages or working at the store, they too have families, have friends, have dreams, have hopes for their life. Just notice what it's like to be conduit or a vessel for this kind of loving kindness, even for people that we don't know well. And again, you can say this out loud or just to yourself, but imagine being in the presence of this person, saying this. May you be safe. May you experience love. May you find meaning and purpose. And may you feel that you belong. And again, imagining the joy that they might feel if they knew that you were sincerely wishing this positivity for them. May you be safe. May you experience love. May you find meaning and purpose. May you feel a sense of belonging. And then last, but most certainly not least, is ourselves. In my experience in working with in the mental health field and having my own struggles in this domain, compassion or kindness towards ourselves is oftentimes the hardest part. It's easy to be kind to people that we love or care about people maybe that we don't even know that well, but when it comes to ourselves, oftentimes feels like all bets are off. So let's see if we can carry this kindness that we feel towards our loved one, this person that we don't know that well. Feel into that sensation in your body. And imagine looking at yourself in the mirror and saying out loud, may you be safe. May you experience love. May you find meaning and purpose. May you feel a sense of belonging. Again, leaning into viewing ourselves through this lens of I'm a person too, just like everyone else out there. May I be safe. May I experience love. May I find meaning and purpose. And may I feel that I belong. And see if you can feel the thread or the through line, starting with someone that you love, moving on to someone that you don't know that well, but want to wish them well. And then lastly, yourself. In that sense, kindness and sort of generosity of spirit it's not personal. It applies to everyone. And go ahead and take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way. And then hold the exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale. Exhale all the way. And holding the exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale. On this exhale, go ahead and open your eyes. Come on back to the room, just allowing your body to breathe on its own. And yeah, I'll stick around for a few more minutes if anyone wants to connect. I hope this was a helpful reminder. This is a practice that I hope carries you through the rest of your weekend. I'll see you on Monday, everyone. Take good care.